ass movie, dude. Honestly.
All right, so you know what? Let's all just crowd on this. There's like 4 of us. Let's all just crowd on this one couch.
What couch? Start the video with all of us going like crazy, like whoa, and then just like cut to like us just sitting here.
Oh my god! Does I do that? No. I'm still fighting off the cold, which is fine. Sniffing over here, so it's kind of on like that. But still, this is way easier than this is a lot easier without Nadia looking at us judgmentally through the camera. All right, so
Things about to get motherfucking strange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what did you guys think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Great.
I was actually thinking about it on the way out of the theater. One of my favorite Marvel films to date, probably my favorite Marvel film to date, is the first Iron Man film. And walking out of this movie felt like walking out of the first Iron Man film, if not better.
Well, it was kind of the same story. Ant-Man 2.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was fun to watch. It was good.
Yeah. Sitting on TV,
I
by the way.
didn't get absorbed into the story immediately. It took a few minutes and some scenes, but it was awesome. I love it. Can you do little blurry things?
Huh?
Can you like blur images on the camera?
Yeah, that's what I'll do that.
Oh, you can blur images?
Yeah.
Like just small little sections of the film?
Yeah.
Like if I were to do this?
Yeah.
You can blur that?
I'm gonna zoom in on it.
Okay.
There was a lot of things that varied from like that like differed from the comics. Like I'm sure you guys like.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys heard about the controversy about like people complaining that the ancient one is Jesus Andrew is supposed to be an old Asian guy, but he's like in this movie it's like a young Caucasian, well not young, it's a Caucasian lady.
I dug I like the bald lady.
Yeah. She did a fine job, and they did kind of also reference that in like again, like when he first meets like that old Asian guy who pretty much looks exactly like copy paste from the comics. Yeah. And Dormammu's like I was surprised that they actually showed Dormammu in this because he's like one of the huge threats of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I expected him to look totally different.
Yeah, because like in the comic, the large demon guy he was talking to.
I liked it.
Yeah, and like the original comic.
Covered in flames.
Yeah, he's like it kind of looks like a demon Ghost Rider, and like he's like in the comics he's like one of the most powerful villains Marvel has. Like he's like a really high class demon god who's even like higher up than Mephisto, who's like Marvel Comics version of like the devil. Yeah, and this like both in this one and like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which apparently is going to have Ego the Living Planet, like these are such like incredibly massive villains. It's kind of undermining the upcoming threat of Thanos, who's like
you just totally forget about it now. Like what?
Because I mean, Thanos, I feel poses a more direct threat to Earth than this motherfucker from another dimension. You know?
Well, especially a living planet.
Well, I mean, it's like a direct. This film was pretty direct. He was like right outside our atmosphere.
Yeah, he really was. He was damn near about to end him.
This was probably the best my favorite climax though.
Yeah, in this movie, yeah, for sure, that was intense.
That was crazy.
I like how you see Wong all fucking mutilated and dead, and he's like,
Ugh. What happened?
yeah, and then he like looks at the spike, and he's like,
well, don't stop now.
I like that. I like when he's reversing time. You see like the dude's just mangled, covered in like glass, and he's like back in his car.
Yeah, that was crazy. He like slid. Like,
That whole scene was pretty dope. That whole scene was just pretty
Yeah.
dope in general.
Yeah.
Everything was just for one while they were fighting. That was tight.
I like how for once it wasn't New York getting fucked the fuck up.
Oh, just wait.
And
Just wait. We're getting to the Avengers eventually.
I like seeing the Avengers Tower in the skyline because you see a lot of New York skyline scenes, and almost every time the Avengers Tower is there, and I thought that looked really cool.
Yeah, I also like that scene when
Stan Lee's appearance was awesome.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
You know what's hilarious hilarious if he was like reading like a Strange Tale, like with the comics that Doctor Strange is in called Strange Tales. He's just like reading like a
great.
That would be confusing.
I didn't see what was on the
Yeah, I
cover.
didn't see what he was reading.
It wasn't that though. It was like something else.
It was like a newspaper or
It was,
something.
yeah.
No, it looked like a.
He's like reading it.
He said, "That's hilarious."
He's like reading about the hurricane in Florida.
It might have been a comic book.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's what I was saying.
It
I was
looked
wondering.
thin, but it looked
It
definitely book-like.
It was cool. Another cool scene was like when she like knocked him into his like astral.
Oh
projection.
yeah, he's a cool.
That was trippy.
I like
That
whispered.
was cool.
I like whispered to her. She knocked his ass so hard he had an out of body experience.
Damn, dude! Imagine. I don't know.
Makes you think what's really out there.
in like
Yeah, dude.
in the comics, like
This movie blew my fucking mind.
yeah, oh yeah, there's like a lot of people on Facebook telling me like some of them who like got stoned before seeing the movie. They like had to leave the theater early because like they were like tripping balls too hard.
I feel like that would have been fun. Some of those sequences would have been really fun to see, like tripping on like shrooms or some shit.
I could watch the end credits, like just like not the end credit scene, but just like the end credits themselves for like hours because it's like that psychedelic shit where like it zooms in and like zooms out and it's a bunch of like shapes and shit.
I was like, fuck this shit, and I took my glasses off. You know, a point I want to make, because we did see this movie in 3D. 3D glasses need to be fucking curved. They need to be curved because they're flat. They're solidly flat. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, dude, shit's not looking right. So I started like bend it with my hands, like squeezing it. I was just like, now it's in focus. Now it looks better.
Did it look like you were trying to attack the screen with your mind?
Probably. I was just doing this the whole like, bro.
Son of a bitch! With the lady sitting next to you, like giving you strange
What is he doing? Motherfucker! But I was even trying to like bend my glasses to stay in shape. Those motherfuckers.
He started doing the hand signals
shit from the movie.
like it's like a bald dude in a wheelchair right next to you, looking like Professor.
Oh man,
What is going on? We didn't see any like Doctor Strange cosplayers in this premiere. Like it wasn't like
weird.
yeah, it wasn't like when we went to go see Age of Ultron. We were like sitting like 3 seats away from Captain America or anything, or like Black Widow was at the concession stand. But like,
Dude. Doctor Strange is too underrated.
yeah, well, now that he's like in a movie not anymore because like it's projected to make like a $65 million opening.
Even though IGN rated it a 7.
Yeah, it's fine. Rotten Tomatoes gives it like a 90%.
Good job.
Yeah. Of course, there's going to be even more pressure on one
At
movie
first,
to
I was
success.
kind of iffy on the casting and them choosing Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
Battlefield, Counter-Strike.
Let's just take a moment to come up with nicknames for.
There are none of those. You're just going.
Come on her patch.
What'd you guys think of Benedict Cumberbatch's American accent, where he kind of talks like a dude who woke up in the morning?
Yeah, you could tell he was having a hard time.
Yeah, I don't believe in stories about like bacon, egg, and tacos. And
He sounded like Matthew McConaughey trying to do a Western accent.
He did. He did.
Like he was kind of channeling his True Detective there for a moment.
Oh lord.
The ancient one, like she kind of did like I think she was in a way a good casting because she didn't look like a normal human being.
I liked her casting; it was great.
She reminded me more of an Avatar.
Yeah, she did kind of look like Aang from the last
She
Airbender.
looked like Aang.
And also like she's one of those people who doesn't like who kind of looks a little unnatural when bald. Like her ears look like she like someone just like pasted glue and like. You guys
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
One thing I was wondering is because she had scars on the back of her head, so I'm wondering if that actress literally has scars on the back of her head or what.
No.
And like we saw like that she had like multiple cuts when they wheeled her into the hospital. I was like, dude, maybe this is like she goes back in time and this is when she like gets the cuts in her head or something. I thought about it too hard, but like, it's kind of funny how like in the comics, that like Doctor Strange has like he gets like multiple power ups. He gets like sort of more powerful before he becomes a Sorcerer Supreme. Like whenever he succeeds in something, the Ancient One's like, here you like, but it's always like items he already has that are better. Like it's like you once used the Eye of Agamotto, so here is this. amulet. I call it the Eye Agamotto. It's like, so what is like, and like it's a Silver Age comic, so it's like full of dialogue, like amazing. What does it do? And it's like, same thing, but you know, better. And it's literally just like the exact same. It's literally the same like amulet design and everything. It's like, why even?
It's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
But like, you know, he becomes a Sorcerer Supreme. He's like, he is. Doctor Strange is the most powerful like hero on Marvel. Like, it is like one of those widely debated things because like one of the top like the three superheroes who are always like, you know, referred to as the strongest is Thor, Doctor Strange, and the Sentry. What do you guys think of Baron Mordor? Or Mordor? Mordu. Mordor.
You say
You
Mordu.
mean the
The black guy.
The African American.
The
Yeah.
black guy.
Didn't he have like a role or something? Or didn't he have a title?
No. No, he was just called Baron Mordo.
Oh, yeah.
I keep thinking of Mordor from like Lord of the Rings, which is why it's hard for me to say the name. But like in the comics,
He was cool.
in the comics he like started out as like, you know, and he was like in the comics he started out as like one of like Doctor Strange's arch nemesis, and then he eventually became a good guy. So like when they kept showing him in all the trailers, like and throughout this entire movie, I was expecting him to pull like a Loki from the first movie, where
Scare the fuck out of
yeah,
it.
just like in the very end, he like does a heel turn. He's like, aha. Who do you think was the one that let them in, though?
It's like, he's like, who do you think it was?
Yeah, like even like when they like won in the end, I was like expecting him to be like everything's back to normal. And like Baron Mordo was like, yes, everything's back to normal. Like pull a Virgil from like the latest DMC. Like
It's the beginning of the end for the demons. Mankind would be free. Yes. Free from the demons. What did you just say? Don't be so simplistic. Humans are frail. They're like children.
So, did Doctor Strange learn the secret to immortality that the...
no, I don't think so. Like
he read the...
because he's not the Sorcerer Supreme. Like because in the comics, what happened was that like the Ancient One dies, and then like the Ancient One gives all Doctor Strange his like knowledge and power and everything, and that's how Doctor Strange becomes a Sorcerer Supreme who can like fight with like, you know, interdimensional like demigods and stuff like that. And
Well, he's not even Sorcerer Supreme yet in that
movie. Yeah, so it looks
He's
like
just the master
of one of the
Yeah.
gates that aren't in the comics.
Yeah.
Even the villain himself isn't like in the comics. Like in like the comics, like this villain, like what's his name in this is like yeah, he's like based on like these like him and the other guys are like Dormammu has like these little like demon fodder who are like just like have like they're just like goblin monsters who like and that's what these guys are, just like, you know. And that is one weak point of this movie, is that it does have like another forgettable Marvel villain in it.
Yeah.
Who's the forgettable Marvel villain?
Exactly.
Is that Cordova dude guy?
Cordova.
Yeah, the dude with the eyes.
Yeah.
The dude with like pretty fairly
okay.
obvious eyeliner.
You know when Doctor Strange, I almost called him Doctor Doom. Doctor Strange like throws that like trap on him.
That was tight.
When they kept doing close-ups of Mr. C's face, I don't remember the guy's name.
It's called Mr. C's.
Mr. C. He was like crying.
Oh, yeah.
Like tears were rolling down his face. Dude, that was intense. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
too.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to point out, it kind of pissed me off a little bit because, come on, the budget on this movie must have been ridiculous. But
Yeah, that's
after he got into the car accident, when he woke up, his face makeup
It was horrible.
was so bad.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Oh my
That's how,
god.
like the mark, I was like,
And his
yeah.
lip?
Yeah, his
I was
lip.
like, oh, come
right
on. It
here.
looks
at the
Oh,
like, it looked
yeah.
like
You
super
could tell,
shitty
it looked like-
Halloween.
It looked like somebody was like, here, just hold on to that. Right there.
How's it look?
How's it look? Yeah. He's like, hey, yeah, put my arms right there. Yeah.
They're not even filming that day. They just leave him in that shit.
Just leave him in there.
Because it took them so long to put that makeup on.
Guys, are we rolling?
We'll be back tomorrow. Make the lights come out.
We'll come and get you at 8.
On the same note, I did like what they did with his hands. That was pretty realistic.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Super realistic.
Of course, like if this, and I don't mean to like start up this war, but like if this was a DC movie, like most of the like a lot of half of the complaints are going to be people complaining about how unrealistic him surviving that car crash was. Like
Yeah.
But it's a Marvel movie, so you're not going to get any complaints about it. I don't think I've heard a single person complain about that.
Yeah.
But seriously,
I
holy
mean,
shit.
yeah, I was thinking of that in the moment, but I was just like, fuck it, Marvel movie. Move on.
I don't know. Technically, you could survive it.
It's possible.
He felt here's the thing. He felt like 100 feet into the forest, swirled around, and then felt like another 100 feet like pinballed
Yeah,
up the fucking.
Well, thing is
and then into the river.
that he never fell directly on top of the vehicle's roof.
And the way that they showed,
And it's the fact that he's driving
a
a
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Yeah.
Well, still,
Because like supercars like that, they're built to like keep the capsule like the cockpit. They're built to keep that
And it's like a rocket.
like
Well, still, he
super
would
rigid.
have a
Everything
lot.
else collapses and crumbles, but the body, like where you're
I
sitting,
guess that's
stays
why it was
intact.
like crumble. It was crumbling.
Well, still,
around.
like a lot more than just his hands would have been like an.
Yeah, most definitely. But I like how they impacted on that part.
Yeah.
When it,
One thing I will say is that like they kind of just like didn't even really give like a training transition in this. He's just kind of like
Yeah, he just started doing it.
I did like that Beyonce scene.
Oh yeah, that was definitely funny.
Oh yeah.
Wong being a secret Beyonce fan.
And then he didn't even laugh until the end. He finally laughed. Did you notice that?
Dude,
He finally
and that was
laughed
like-
at the end.
It was like if you think of someone who doesn't laughing, that's exactly what they'd sound like.
Yeah.
Really awkwardly.
Really
really
awkward.
He's like, that's just great.
That is funny.
Yeah.
We really I also really thought that Thor post-credit scene was awesome. Like, we just like chunked that entire refill. Holy crap! That wasn't even like a second.
I don't drink tea. Well, what do you drink?
He's a real man.
Yeah, Thor is like the manliest hero in this universe.
Do you think it was mead? I bet it was
like
mead.
beer.
Probably. I mean,
Oh yeah, it had the top to it.
I
Hey, we know who likes coffee.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
I just wanted like I was just in that movie. I just wanted to hear like, oh my eye. like they're just like, hey, no, you can't do that. Meanwhile, in the background, the dude's just like dying, like shrapnel. Like no one's addressing it. Like they leave the cafe and they're just like cop cars stationed outside.
The Astral World fight.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Those are
That was-
amazing.
I didn't really like it. It was cool, but
Sorry, go on.
it was like I don't know. It was like a ghost battle. Like
That's what made
two
it cool.
floating.
That's
people.
kind of what it was because
Yeah.
they were fighting souls.
Yeah. And I get that, but it was just like weird looking.
This
Like
is
it was cool, but it was just like weird.
this is definitely the best.
friend ghost shit.
Yeah, straight up.
This was definitely the best visual movie Marvel has to date, and it leads to probably the most creative fight scenes I've seen.
Like,
Like
especially with the buildings and everything.
yeah, even more so than in like Winter Soldier's Winter Soldier movie choreography. And,
I
like,
was pretty disappointed with the fight scenes in Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier was the shit.
the fight choreography scene. I thought the action and with the choreography.
It's cool watching superheroes with like crazy ass powers beat the fuck out of each other. But watching two super soldiers fight, it's just like watching a really intense MMA match.
Well, yeah, that's why they explained it in that movie. They said they protect the world in a different way than the Avengers do.
True.
Yeah, so it's like I like this. It's like this entire other world this entire world you don't see. That's like pretty much as big of. That's pretty much.
That's what's going
That
on.
was cool.
The fact that they fight and you don't even.
It was like some Harry Potter
World.
shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, Doctor Strange is pretty much the Gandalf of the Marvel universe, which is why a lot of you'll have people complaining well, if Doctor Strange is so powerful, why didn't he just stop Civil War? Even though he didn't even this came after Civil War, obviously, but in the comics. He actually does say that he can stop the Civil War with a single chant if he wanted to, but he's forbidden from higher powers to take action.
Like
Gandalf.
Gandalf. Just like Gandalf.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's what.
Well, they kind of explained that the the rules of natural law. Yeah.
Justice. There we go.
Like
stopping the
with
soul.
that time power, he could have gone back to any time and changed the path of history.
That was
you
a
know?
pretty sweet reveal too. The Infinity Stone. You guys are familiar with the Infinity Stone?
Yeah.
So is
That's nice.
Thanos actually gonna assemble the gauntlet?
Yeah. He's
So he's gonna obtain
So he's gonna be
all
able
the
to get that
stones?
Infinity Stone from him?
Yeah, he's eventually, and like we know
But then
for,
that leaves a question: what's gonna happen to Vision?
yeah, no, Vision's most likely going to be dead, so we're not
Yeah,
going to see
yeah.
him. We're not going to see him in the climax of like the Infinity War movie
That sucks.
because he's going to have to die for like
For
that.
him to get the Infinity Stone.
Yeah, and so like I was like when they left that room and they just sort of like just sort of kept
Zoomed in on it.
yeah, so he zoomed in and kept the camera on that. I was expecting Thanos to come in the very last second and just like
Take that shit.
it's like well,
Got you, bitch.
I'm kind of glad they didn't do that because that'd be super anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Well, that was.
It would have been like say,
It could be that.
like he just kind of like walks in from out of. Just just kind of like looking around like.
He's like, I just came to borrow this room.
Doctor Strange. Hey.
He's like, I'll bring it back.
Like a cartoon. Doctor Strange just walks back in.
He's like, dude, I could have swore I just left it here.
I liked watching Doctor Strange get wrecked like a million times over. That was fucking awesome. Like especially when he fucking what's his name?
Dormammu.
Dormammu, when he would like use that fucking like mouth laser.
Yeah.
It was like I'm a firing my laser.
He kept stabbing
The
it.
shoot whooping him.
Yeah, dude, he shoot the whoop the fuck out of him.
It was. We don't really see much of Dormammu, just his face.
Yeah.
And like.
I showed a little bit.
Oh, his hand.
Yeah, his hand.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's something. Well, if there was a lot of his hand.
It's something.
His hand was like the size of like an airplane.
Yeah.
His face was tripping me the fuck out.
Yeah, it was
Like how I was like ripply.
I wasn't
like,
expecting it to be like that. I was expecting the flames, so I was
Yeah.
Yeah, so like there's some speculation that like after Thanos, the next Phase villain after him, like the Phase 4 villain will probably be Dormammu because like there's a story arc where in the comics where like Loki teams up with Dormammu to have the Defenders, which is pretty much Doctor Strange's like own version of the Avengers, where he got his versus the Avengers. Yeah. So it might actually.
Daredevil.
Yeah, so like get like the
What does Daredevil have to do with it?
He's a part of the.
yeah, he's part of the like the Defenders that like Doctor Strange.
Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones.
So it could be like the Netflix heroes versus the
Time
Avengers.
in Netflix.
Yeah, but I wonder if he's gonna. I wonder if he's gonna be in the Defender series. That'd be interesting.
We know that they're planning something with the Defenders because Doctor Strange.
Yeah, they're doing all the Marvel ones.
Yeah, and it is. I did think it was a little weird at first how they had like Luke Cage and Iron Fist. All of a sudden they like because Daredevil's been around for like a little while, and then all of a sudden they like shoved these like almost like they're trying to like.
They started coming out with it faster. Like Jessica Jones was one of the first.
Yeah, so it is pretty suspicious now that like these Defenders rumors are coming up, and then all of a sudden all these Defenders.
Yeah, because they put season 3 of Daredevil on hold till like 2018.
Yeah,
Seriously?
Yeah.
God damn, that sucks.
Yeah, because they got to come out with the other shows. They got to come out with Iron Fist and then fucking the Defenders and then.
Oh my god, dude! The last season, the second season of
Daredevil was
Daredevil.
amazing.
Oh my god, dude!
Exactly.
Fuck! I was not expecting such a great second season,
It
or
was.
just even such a great
It
series.
was fucking amazing.
I keep hearing that. I really.
You haven't
miss
watched it?
Watch it, dude.
And like every time I
Especially with the Punisher.
because I haven't read.
Right, that last episode, bro. Oh.
I keep like hearing like because I haven't read like Daredevil's one of the few superheroes who I haven't read comics about.
Yeah.
And like every time I ask about it, he's like, oh, he's like a blind superhero, and they're like, so what's it about? What does he defend? Is it like a whole city? He's like, nah, dude, it's like a city block. It's like
It's a neighborhood.
It's a neighborhood, bro.
Like hearing I hear it's like one of the most amazing shows ever, but hearing people explain it sounds like one of the most bare basic shows
Yeah,
ever.
you just gotta watch it.
It's funny because like Luke Cage, he's like specifically defending Harlem, and then in
Daredevil is Hell's
specifically,
Kitchen.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Like New York has like its
They have their little
neighborhoods,
sections.
so fucking
Oh yeah, I'm going out here to Hell's Kitchen.
It's kind of funny how New York has Marvel has maybe hundreds of superheroes on Earth.
Yeah,
and most of
they're all over New York.
York.
It's like, yeah, I'm down the street, bro.
So like Fantastic Four, Spider-Man,
yeah,
Ant-Man,
all New York.
What the fuck if what if Minneapolis or fucking
they're
some
fucked.
place in Idaho?
Maybe that's why there's just as much like there's still crime going on because they're happening everywhere else.
They're only saving fucking New York.
I gotta feel bad for all the people robbing stores in New York and like Marvel Comics because there's like zero chance of them getting away.
Right, everybody lives there.
Like, which superhero is gonna pick you up today?
Whose shift is it?
It's about 9 p.m., so you know Matt Murdock might be lurking the streets right
No,
now.
no way! It's getting Mr. Fantastic. I can't be busted by a cool superhero.
Right? You can get all mad. You can call him Mr. Fantastic. Ew, he's all gonna be Daredevil.
God damn it!
I'd rather get beaten by Luke Cage. Jesus.
It'd be better. You could be living in DC Comics being busted by Plastic Man, who's like Mr. Fantastic, only intentionally creepy.
Being Plastic Man.
Oh man.
So who brought you in? Plastic Man.
I love how 2 hours into that movie, he still didn't completely get the feel of his hands. I just
Well,
I kind of dug that.
At the end, it kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it implies that he gets it.
yeah.
Like at the very end, because he's like standing there looking at his hands.
Are they? Yeah, but they're still shaking.
Yeah, that's what I was.
But they're not shaking nearly as much.
Here's
It,
one.
it was like shaking at the beginning and then it just like stops.
Here's another thing. Like it shows that his training is incomplete in magic because like Doctor Strange, he's one of those superheroes who's like like people call him broken because he has magic for literally every occasion. And in the comics, he most definitely does have like necromancy powers and like powers to like regenerate wounds and healing. So like him having hands and like the Ancient One dying in general would make like less sense in the movie version. But it's still pretty effective.
But I mean, also like he was shown to be a particularly studious person. You know.
Yeah, he was very studious about learning
I like
he was
magic.
like astral projecting in his sleep just so he can continue reading.
Learning,
That's
yeah.
like- what I
I like that scene.
What I got from that basically is that he like every time like his body he was letting his body sleep while his astral projection form was learning while his like body was having downtime.
Yeah.
Which I thought is a really interesting concept.
That's dope.
Like in a way, like you have like limitless like
limitless time to learn.
Yeah. Like his body's just taking a shit. He's off like in the library.
It's like, what are you doing here?
It's like power saver mode.
What if he just like leaves his body in the toilet for hours and
We
nobody
got the toilet paper, damn.
like nobody's able to go to the bathroom anymore because he just leaves his body there.
He's like, hey, nail on the door and shit.
You know what? I wonder if what happened after, like, you know, when the Ancient One, like, she leaves her body and he's like talking to her and she's like, your body hasn't even hit the floor yet. I'm like, by the end of that conversation, I'm sure his body must have hit the floor.
Well,
Yeah, right, 'cause they were talking like quick 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like they were talking, like you see, like lightning.
Yeah, the lightning was striking
Yeah,
slow
it was
as
like
hell.
multiple lightning bolts.
Yeah, it was like about 5 lightning strikes.
Well, still, the fact that you were even able to see lightning.
See, yeah,
was
that
really-
quick, yeah.
Jesus, dude, you were like flip flopping on sides in this conversation. Which side do you want here?
No one mind, I'm neutral.
I liked how his fucking cape was like wiping his tears. He's like, stop it.
Stop. Yeah, I do like how like his.
The cape kind of
Cape's like his little side. Like Tony Stark has that stupid robot arm,
Yeah.
and like Falcon has that little bird guy, that little robot bird from
Yeah.
Civil War, and Doctor Strange has his cape of
What
flight.
the fuck was his name? It was his name?
The cape?
Cape of
No,
levitation.
no,
Cape of levitation.
Falcon's, what did he say?
I don't know,
When
but
Black Widow wanted to say thank you.
Yeah, because like it's like the robot bird Falcon is like actually named after like a sidekick of his in the comics.
Oh, really?
What the fuck was his name? Damn, I can't remember.
I can't either.
He's like, don't thank me. I can't remember what he said there.
It's probably like a really
It was probably some corny.
really corny like 1940s person name.
I just want to go back to the whole Daredevil thing. I was reading that there might potentially be Spider-Man mixing in with the whole Daredevil thing. Dude, that'd be tight.
That would be amazing.
Spider-Man and Daredevil. Like,
Well, we're on the concept of Spider-Man. I do really like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and I do think he is like them getting an actual high school kid does work rather than like Andrew Garfield. I would have really liked Andrew Garfield joining the MCU, but it would be pretty awkward with Tony Stark mentoring him, and he's like at Andrew Garfield's like shoulder, like
Yeah,
Andrew Garfield's
be like, okay.
he's like a really tall dude, so
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
lanky.
him being the kid of that group wouldn't feel natural with him towering over everyone else.
Have you seen the pictures of Robert Downey Jr. on set wearing his fucking like elevator shoes? They have like soles like that tall.
I haven't.
It's fucking funny. He looks doofy as fuck.
Where did we get this movie?
Huh?
So where did we get this movie?
Yeah, let's give it a quick rating. Before.
Damn, dude, how long ago did the first Iron Man come out?
I believe it was 2007.
2007?
Yeah.
My lord. It was 10 years ago, dude.
Well,
Almost.
9.
That's almost 10 years
Yeah.
He's rounding.
ago. Rounding.
Math is hard, Andrew. We understand.
It's practically 2017. You gotta round the fuck up, bro. Round up, bro.
Alright, so.
Okay, put your fisticuffs away, baby. Sue.
Yeah, calm
You
down.
might hurt yourself.
Don't go too far.
Alright, Eric, what rating would you give this movie?
9. 9 out of 10.
Darius?
Yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10.
Andrew?
I'll give it 5 Infinity Stones out of 6.
Oh.
I think I'll give it like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. I still think it's. I I did like it better than Guardians of the Galaxy, and I don't think it. I think it's still below the Avengers, Winter Soldier, and Civil War for me. But I did really like it. You gotta keep it.
I understand.
Winter Soldier was okay.
I love the Winter Soldier. Honestly, Winter Soldier's my
Civil
favorite
War.
movie.
Civil War was. No, wait, never mind. Winter Soldier was good.
Yeah,
Civil
Winter
War
Soldier's
was
my-
okay.
Winter Soldier's
Winter
better.
There's
Soldier
one
is-
scene that really irked me that I just want to mention because I was going to mention it earlier, but I forgot to. When they go into surgery the second time, neither of them are wearing a face mask.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I was
It
just like,
bothered me.
bullshit!
That would never happen.
Like Seth Rogen from Pineapple Express.
Bullshit!
That was my first bullshit moment. The second bullshit moment was with the shitty face makeup. I was like,
But that came-
bullshit!
But that came before.
That came after.
It came after because at the beginning when he was.
Oh, okay.
When they were pulling the...
I'm sorry, there were so many surgery scenes. Of
Yeah, there's a lot. You're gonna get lost.
Yeah, it's when they
You're talking about...
Oh God.
I'm gonna check the time real quick.
What? Which scene are you talking about?
When they were pulling the bullet out of the guy's spinal cord.
Still got like 40 minutes. We're good.
Out of the back of his head?
Yeah.
Oh. They weren't wearing masks?
No.
Oh, shit.
Everyone else around him was wearing masks,
But he
but
wasn't.
they weren't.
I think he was. I could have sworn he was wearing.
He wasn't. Yeah, it took him. He was at the,
It was
at
all
the first time, and then when they went to the bullet patient when they did it, he didn't have it.
And he was spraying it, not saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
But it was still a good movie.
Yeah. I think really hilarious if like that other doctor was like slow like you see him like in a huge tense moment where he's trying to explode and then out of nowhere that like you see from the side of the other doctor go. It's just true. No.
Scare shit.
I like when he told that guy, like, cover your
Cover
watch.
your watch,
That
yeah.
was fucking awesome.
Hey, cover your shame.
shut that watch the fuck up.
He, like, gets this, like he just stares for a second and then continues.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Because that bullet was like in like it was like right near like the
Lodged next to something.
yeah near like the Abdullah not whatever the thing that's
Abdullah Abdullah.
yeah
The thing that regulates like breathing and heart rate and shit.
it's like connected to like the spine or something.
It's what controls
Your central nervous system.
things
Yeah.
that aren't like things that you don't control.
Okay, sorry.
Breathing, heart rate, shit like that.
It dares me.
There was a- Central nervous system poisoning.
Yeah.
Gotta wonder what scenario that guy's been through exactly.
That guy was about to hack him up and take his organs.
'Cause, well, I mean like
say he
the,
was drunk.
I mean like the
Oh,
the
yeah, drunk
patient-
guy with a
Yeah,
gun.
dude, wasn't he drunk?
So he like got drunk and shot.
Shot himself. Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna.
That's a weird way to shoot yourself.
So how could you, like, shoot yourself in the back of the head?
That's
That's a good question.
That's gotta be
There's
another.
like multiple drunk people.
That's
No,
gotta,
that's
that's gotta,
fine.
maybe he was suicidal and this is another thing he failed at.
But like the bullet was like back here.
You
he would've
suck!
gotten the gun and like done this.
Can't even kill yourself right.
And it looked like a motherfucking rifle bullet.
Yeah, that shit should have gone
long-
straight through his
long
fucking
ass
brain.
bullet. There's no way that shit was getting lodged, bro.
So like he would have had to have like a rifle, like all fucking weird.
Is that what kind of bullet it was?
It was a rifle
Yeah,
round.
it
Yeah, it
looked
looked
like
like a 223 or
Yeah.
something.
So what the fuck?
Like that should have just gone through his skull.
Or it could have also been a 22 mag.
It looked like a 22 bullet, honestly.
It was
22 mag. They don't have a sharpened end. 22 mags. Just
Some do.
22.
Or it could have also been a 17 HMR or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, it could have been 17 HMR. That's right.
Either way, it looked like kind of a high caliber.
Either way,
high
that
velocity
part was
round.
bogus.
Is that thing still going?
Yeah.
Oh really?
I mean, we still got 40 minutes left.
Got 35 minutes
How many minutes have we been recording?
41 minutes.
That's good. That's a while. I'll need the restroom.
All right, I guess we're done.
Alright. Chocolate storm out.
All right, later, guys.